Now back to the weather, watching a live look at the Dan Ryan right now, and looking pretty good inbound and outbound. There's no bad weather for drivers to deal with here in the city, but that is not the case for parts of the suburbs, especially the northwest suburbs. Steve.
Rob, if anybody's going to drive far northwest out toward DeKalb, maybe the Elgin area, you start to see the clouds grow thicker, and there's some heavy rain in spots, and we'll look at the radar in just a second. I know it was pretty close to where one of our weather watchers lives. Gilbert always checks that McHenry weather out for us. He's got the rain symbol up in Harvard, 76 degrees, thunder. Light rain when he checked in, though. 15-degree temperature drop, though, since 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So those clouds really will put a lid on the heat. None of that mid-80-degree weather like we have in our some of our southern suburbs. Here's Glen and Minooka. Dew point 72. Overcast is now rolling in. So Grundy is one of those areas where there's been some pretty heavy thunderstorms nearby. And in the city, around the lakefront, it is quite warm. Patrice says it's 81 degrees around the West Loop area. So if you're coming toward the lakefront, not necessarily cooler by the lake. Let's take a look now at that radar. And there's that rain that we're talking about. Rob had mentioned north and west of the city. You can see McHenry, and you can see DeKalb, but you can't see northern DeKalb because of all the lightning strikes. Rockford in areas close by have already had up to 2 inches of rain. There's a flood advisory up there. You might find some ponding of roads and streets that far north and west of the city. It doesn't look like it's got our name on it, but there could be some showers that might inch their way into northwest Cook or perhaps parts of Lake County. These are some of the towns in the path of some heavier rain. So Rochelle, not long, maybe about another half hour or so, you'll have some rain, heavy at times, moving toward you. This rain is dying down. It was around Livingston County, just south of Grundy. There were some big thunderstorms there, lots of lightning. And here's a lake breeze. Look at that. See that lake breeze below, that green line? That's how far south and east that east wind has moved. There could be some showers that fire up along that. That's what happened yesterday. So quite a collection of clouds and showers around here west of the city. You can see Futurecast says it still looks like it's going to start to clear out as the night wears on. Here's 10:30 tonight. Look at Thursday. Now, we're concerned about what could develop late in the afternoon or evening time, especially tomorrow. Not a whole lot of rain on the radar. Futurecast says, yeah, there could be some showers that break out around 3 in the afternoon tomorrow. As the night wears on, that's when some of these storms could be intense, especially after midnight, middle of the night as they roll through. But even those don't look that impressive. This will continue to update hourly or over the hour, so I'll give you another look at that later at 6 o'clock. A slight risk of scattered severe weather for us. The heaviest weather expected to develop, if it does, up in Wisconsin. So we'll keep an eye out and continue to look for that. But tonight, scattered storms before 9 o'clock. They're out there now, northwest and southwest of the city. A low of about 68 degrees the next 7 days. It still looks like a mild weekend coming up. A chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm Sunday, but those temperatures aren't as bad as the heat we're expecting tomorrow.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we go, oh, it feels like July.
Yeah.
And now it's not going to be.
Looking for that weekend.
Thanks.